So I just love to know your journey from struggling with three jobs to achieving 100K in less than 16 months is incredible. What kind of things have you changed that helped you to achieve that what you have today?
There are a lot of things that I had to change. First thing, starting was my mindset. Now, this is actually something very personal and I don't share it often, but I have been through a series of bad past experiences because of which we call it trauma, right? Because of which I had a belief stored in me that I did not deserve anything, that I was not good at anything, that I could not do anything in my life. I had that belief. So my biggest struggle and the biggest, thing that I had to change was my mindset. And I couldn't do it because I don't know how to do it. If I knew, I would have changed my mindset. So for that, I had to work one-on-one with a trauma-informed coach just to get this in the right headspace. First was that fixing my mindset from going from I don't deserve anything to I deserve everything that I want. That's my mindset now, right? Mindset first thing. Second thing was when I was struggling, I was doing too many things. I was posting on TikTok, Instagram, trying to do Facebook marketing, one coach says one thing, I did that. Another coach said another thing, I did that. So I didn't have any process of mine. I didn't have any framework that I could follow. And because I was not in the right headspace, that's why whatever the other person told, I used to do that. And I made my business more complicated than ever, right? What I've changed now and what is actually helping me make more money than I used to is making this system as simple as possible. I don't do too many stuff. I don't, do thousands of things. I do a couple of things here and there today. I do a couple of things here and there tomorrow. And that's a simple process that I follow to run my business and to basically bring in profit, right? The second thing was, yes, the framework. I had to change the framework because complicating things was just making me do this and not actually see any kind of results, right? The other thing was to get a mentor that I actually clicked with and that I actually trusted. I have been through a series of mentors in this journey. The first mentor I had was the person I still believe in, but he's too expensive for me to afford. And he was too expensive for me to afford at that time too. But at that time, I was just too curious. So I invested all of my savings in him, right? After that, I got through a series of mentors, who were great. I'm not saying they are bad, but they just didn't click with me. The system that they were following, the things that they were doing, it just didn't resonate with what I wanted to do. It just didn't align with the strengths that I had, right? And the mentor who I'm working with right now, I connect, I align, I listen to what she's saying. So again, first was mindset. Second was changing my system and making it as simple as possible. As simple as possible, not listening to anyone, but listening to myself and saying, what do I want? How do I want my business to be? Because I'm telling you, if you have a vision in mind, and if you want business to be a certain way, you can create that. You can make it happen in that way, right? And the third one is to have a mentor whom I can resonate with. And of course, to listen to the mentor actually, which I didn't do before. I paid the mentors, the money that they were charging for the mentorship and the coaching, and they were teaching one thing. I would go on to do another thing. And I was like, well, what's going on? If you knew what to do, why would you pay them in the first place? Right? That's another mistake that I did too. And that's one of the changes that I made in myself too. That again kind of falls into the mindset phase, which is like trust the person you have invested in. And that's why I said you first have to click with the person, because if you don't click with the person, you won't do anything that they say. Because I've been in there and I know, how that happens. Even though you pay thousands and thousands of dollars to someone and you don't click with them, you won't apply the thing that they teach you. Even though they are multi-millionaires, even though they have created multi-million-dollar case studies, you won't be one of the multi-million case studies because you don't click with them simply, right? Find your values, find your strengths, find how you want your business to be, find your problem, and now go and find a mentor who aligns with all of these. That is what is going to be helpful.
Amazing, sister. I completely love the process that you have shared, like starting with the mindset and tracking with the right framework, step by step, and keeping everything simple rather than sexy. So definitely love the process to get on the next step.